One of the strangest things that I have observed on my journey of healing is my attachment to low energy emotions, right? Shame, guilt, worry, fear, anxiety, depression, but then altogether, unhappiness. It's actually kind of weird to look at this and kind of like explore it because I remember there was a point in my life when I was just consumed by all of this low energy stuff, right? And there was something in me that was just exhausted by all of that, right? And I remember specifically because I kind of looked at myself and I was like, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of feeling like shit all of the fucking time. I'm really tired of it. And then what happened, and this was a long time ago, probably around a decade ago at this point. I was like, fuck it. I'm done being unhappy. I'm done with all of this shit, all of this low energy shit. I'm done with it, right? This was actually before I even started my conscious journey of healing. And what was being revealed to me was actually my attachment to my own unhappiness. And as I look at it, I really see it for what it is, an attachment to unhappiness. There's a very specific experience there. But it's also strange to look at myself and be like, dude, Chris, you've been attached to unhappiness. You keep experiencing the same things because you're attached to it. You're having a hard time letting go. Why? What does it do for you? Is it the victim mentality? Is it the woe is me? Do you feel sorry for yourself? Do you want other people to feel sorry for you? How do you see yourself? And as time has gone by, and more recently, I've started asking myself how I see myself. Because how I see myself is how other people are going to see me. But it's not that how other people see me is more important than how I see myself, because how I see myself is more important than how other people see me, but how other people see me is going to be based on how I see myself. So it's kind of crazy. It all comes back to how I see myself. I know that I made a video about this more recently, right? I did. And I was talking about that whole structure, how a person sees themselves, right? How other people see me, for instance, is going to be based on how I see myself. And this also comes down to the video that I made yesterday about choice, right? And program, and rising beyond that program and choosing differently, right? Instead of it being A, B, and C, maybe I go A and then Y. And that Y can look around and be like, let's redo this. Let's stop and take a breath. It's cool to be here. It really is. Because what I'm doing is actually allowing myself to consciously let go of the unhappiness. There's a lot there. It's a very strange thing for me to say that it's actually comfortable to be unhappy. But the thing is that, and I would say that I'm probably accurate about this when I say this, a lot of people are comfortable being not just unhappy, completely fucking miserable. It's wild. I've been there before. I've experienced what it's like to be completely fucking miserable. Not only that, but to continue to choose it because it's both familiar and comfortable. It's different. It's weird. It really is. But the more conscious and aware I become of my attachment to unhappiness and to these low energy emotions, fear, shame, guilt, anxiety, and depression, the more I become aware of that stuff, awareness is like, I'd say, somewhere between 90 and 99% of it, really. If a person is aware that something in their surroundings smells like shit and they can locate it, identify it, figure out whatever the fuck it is, and eliminate it, they can change their experience of life. They can change how they are as a person. If I can become aware of what it is that has me attached to this or that, right? If what I smell in my environment smells like shit of any sort, it just doesn't smell good, I'm aware that there's something in my environment that doesn't smell good, right? I can then use my sense to sniff it out, figure out where it is, and then get rid of it, eliminate it, let go of it, right? It's wild to me that unhappiness has been so comfortable and familiar. And not only that, but like it's like because it's been comfortable and familiar, and it's like the woe is me and the victim thing and everything. Because I've been there. I've played the victim. I have. There have been some times when I probably haven't really been like conscious of it, and other times that I have been. But now at this point in my life, as I'm healing, I'm asking myself, is this really what you want, Chris? I'm asking that question, and what I'm finding is that I'm just being used. This goes back a lot to yesterday's video. There's a lot to explore here. There's a lot to look at. Looking at the self, I would argue, is probably an endless pursuit, an endless endeavor. There are skeletons, there are ghosts, there are basements, there are areas underneath the stairs in the basements, cobwebs, for lack of better words, absurdly disgusting shit based on judgment, and I'm okay that I'm judging because I'm allowed to. I want to know myself as best as I possibly fucking can. I take this as a journey, a process of self-refinement, right? If there is anything that I carry around that is not of Chris, then why should I carry it around? If insecurity is not of Chris, why should I carry it around? If shame is not of Chris, why should I carry it around? If guilt is not of Chris, why should I carry it around? If trauma that came from somebody else is not of Chris, why should I carry it around? Why should I remain unhappy and attached to that unhappiness because it's comfortable and familiar? Why? The wild thing here that I've noticed is that it's kind of like, say for instance, I've worn the same outfit every single fucking day for a long time, decades, right? Imagine if I choose a different outfit. It's gonna be kind of strange. There's a lot of attachment. I got very used to, comfortable and familiar with the outfit that I had consistently worn daily over the course of decades. Yeah, that's gonna leave a psychological imprint. It is, right? Have I been unhappy for a long fucking time? I wouldn't say that I am so much right now. I would say that I have been before, and for a long fucking time. But I'll also say that I don't think it's possible to consciously continue to choose unhappiness, right? Okay, sure, there's an attachment there. There's comfort and familiarity. If there is a better experience that is available, why wouldn't that better experience be chosen? And this is exactly why it's important to look at attachment, right? I've heard it said, and I'll end off with this. I've heard it said that whenever somebody is stuck, whenever they feel stuck, it's usually because they are attached to something. I enjoy feeling happy. I really do. But I've also been comfortable with and know what it feels like to be comfortable with and familiar with unhappiness. It's kind of strange to say that, but it's true. If I know that I can choose happiness, if I can choose something different, if I can take off the outfit that I've been wearing for a long fucking time that has led me to feel very, 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 very heavy, why would I choose to continue to wear it? And this is, again, all about choosing the different thing. Instead of A, B, and C, A, Y. And let's look at the A. What is the A? And then infiltrate that A and figure out what the fuck's going on there. It changes everything.